as we roll down this unfamiliar road. And although this wave is stringing us along, just know you're not alone, 'cause I'm gonna make this place your home.
It's the best place I've ever been in my life.
I love Camp High Rocks. It's better than sitting on the couch and watching TV.
It's not like any other camp you've gone to. You can literally do anything you really want to here. If you went to High Rocks, you just have so much fun. You meet new friends. Also, you can do new activities you never experienced before. I'd tell anybody who's thinking about a camp to go to come to Camp High Rocks.
I would just tell them I had the best time ever. My favorite thing was everything. It's like Disney World combined with Atlantis and like as many water parks in the world, but it's like way more fun. Fun and more fun and more fun.
This is one of the best things in the whole world.
I definitely want to come back next year. Camp High Rocks is awesome.
Everyone here makes you feel like you're right at home.
They just make you feel like you belong.
High Rocks does feel like a family. We share a cabin with 600 people. We all go to sleep at the same time. We all get up at the same time. We all eat at the same time.
Here, you have a schedule, and it's like you know what's going to be fun today. You have all these people planning things that are going to be fun for you the entire day. You will not miss your mom, miss your electronics, miss your dog or cat. Don't worry. You will make friends. You will have fun. It's one of the hardest places to not have fun.
It doesn't take long for somebody to make friends at High Rocks. It's just a big old band of brothers.
You do stuff that you normally don't at home. Like you don't get to play electronics, and that's not bad at all.
Big wheels keep on turning, little brown hair keep on burning, and we rolling on the river.
My favorite activity is canoeing.
Climbing.
Mountain biking, horseback riding.
Tennis.
I have a few. I don't know, because all of it was really fun.
So the whole experience is set up for our campers to get to make choices throughout their whole stay at camp. On the first day, they visit all the activities we offer, and then they get to choose their schedule.
So my first year, I was one of the youngest, so I was really kind of timid, and I didn't really try many new things. Now, this is my 4th year, I'm doing everything I possibly can. Like free time, not sitting inside the cabin reading a book. It's out on the lake, down at horseback riding helping, down at arts and crafts, in the Gaga pit, everything.
I simply landed here as a paddling instructor my very first summer. Came back and headed up the program the next year and fell in love with the community that was built here, that Townsend's parents founded the camp on and that Hank and Townsend built every year after that.
We are so fortunate to have 1,100 acres of family-owned land, an extensive trail system, and it is just amazing for the opportunities the campers have to get out in the woods on a daily basis.
Leadership at High Rocks is all about helping each other. It's about the older kids modeling what it's like to be a camper.
I didn't really realize I had leadership skills until I came for these past 2 weeks as a counselor in training. I guess it's just from having all those awesome counselors as a camper.
Speed, 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 and pop. That's it. That is it.
This is a great tool for smoothing out real rough, like on the end of your wood.
Right leg now. Good. Keep them nice and straight. Eyes are up. Right leg. And go. Woo! Yeah, Ben, that was so great.
The people that we are able to join together to lead this group of kids, they are exceptional. They love what they do. They are highly skilled, but most of all, they love sharing it with kids.
All right, so does anybody know what this is right here, this tree? No, this is a sourwood tree.
To your elbow, come up and back. Hold it there for 2 seconds and release. Perfect.
So when you find that combination, it's magic, and the kids can feel it, and they soak up every minute they can get with these staff.
Good, one more. Good. Objects in motion, stay in motion, keep yourself moving. Next, let's go.
Yeah, the draw stroke is great. You rotate that torso and lean out onto it. The idea is to get you lots of practice in a short amount of time, okay?
Woody is much like his grandfather, Sumner, who founded the camp. He has a quiet way, but he is exceptional as a leader. If Woody gives you a smile or a thumbs up, it'll make your day.
Woody has a huge role in camp. He does a lot of stuff for the camp, but he's kind of behind the scenes. He is an incredible influence. He was one of the first people I met at camp. He's very mature beyond his years. And he's really fun to just hang out with and to learn from.
But if you close your eyes,
All right. It's crazy. This is the real deal. All right. 1, 2,
John was born to be a camp director. It is so fun. He is in his element when camp is in session.
My first year here, I thought he was a camper just because he was so crazy during assemblies.
He is a kid at heart. He loves all of the activities.
Rock it, people, rock it!
I think that Don Gentle has reached the peak of excellence where fun comes through safety and organization.
No, as a younger camper, Zoob kind of impersonated the motherly figure on property because she runs the place.
but if you close your eyes.
Zoob does an exceptional job being a director because she is so organized. She has her thumb on every little bit of camp and constantly enjoys the logic of what's happening in camp. It's like a giant math problem.
She's definitely fun. As we saw, she jumped into the mud pit last week, which was hilarious.
If some camper was homesick, she'd be probably the first person to go to just because she has such good insight.
They're the parents away from our parents.
They're not just great staff, but they're great staff with a lot of skills. And boys come here to learn these skills. And through learning how to whitewater paddle or climb to the top of a rock, they're learning in a fun way, ways to focus, ways to overcome and concentrate.
I've been a paddler for almost 7 to 8 years now. I started my first year camp. One of the great things about paddling at High Rocks is that we start you in a tandem boat, which means you're working with another person. They don't realize that they're getting better communication skills, they're getting better teamwork skills. They don't realize that, they just realize that, oh, we're starting to paddle in a straight line. And to them, that's really fun.
An adventure is like a hiking trip where you get to go somewhere and there's like a stream.
And I think the adventure part is what excites them. And when they're excited and they're engaged, then they're willing to try harder at things. They're willing to really stick to it. And that grit that they're building while they're having fun is something that they can look back on in life.
They call it challenge by choice, so they challenge you, and if you don't want to do it, you don't have to do it. But if you do want to do it, then you're free to.
Well, I have a lot more self-confidence because you're really encouraged and challenged to do things out of your comfort zone at camp.
We are a family and you are only as strong as your weakest link. That's it. One more.
So this is Nanahill Falls. There are 2 lines. They're both good to go.
You just think, oh my gosh, it's so big. I don't know if I'm gonna make it. Am I gonna flip or am I gonna stay up?
That's the exact line you want to take. You're taking the wild water line.
And then you realize when you come through the rapid that you've made it and you're like, that was the coolest rapid ever.
But they also articulated that if you feel that you don't want to run this rapid, you don't need to run this rapid. And at High Rocks, we really foster that idea that you need to know your limits and you shouldn't be influenced by other people to push your limits.
I feel really good after I do something that I didn't think I would be able to do in climbing because it's just really rewarding.
I really like pushing myself, kind of feeling uncomfortable, but not too uncomfortable that I'm too scared to do it. When you push yourself, it just makes the outcome a lot more joyful because you're like, wow, I just did something really cool.
The challenges at High Rocks make me feel more independent and confident because I can take more challenges without feeling nervous or scared.
Now that I look back on it, I realize what kind of skills I had developed throughout my years here. But as a camper, I did not notice those. I was just too busy having fun.
Hopelessly, I feel like there might be something that I miss. Hopelessly, I feel like the window closes so quick. Hopelessly, I'm taking a mental picture of you now. 'Cause hopelessly, the hopeless we have so much to feel good about. Oh, this has gotta be the good life.
The point is for you guys to lose your minds. The tops will blow off, steam will come out of your ears, and you will go crazy. At that point, as a group, as you hoop, as you holler, as you yell, as you get psyched, you will then begin to run because there is nothing else to do when you're that psyched. You will run, you will scream, you will freak out, you will charge.